Николай Васильевич Гоголь. Ночь перед Рождеством. The last day before Christmas had just closed. A bright winter night had come on, stars had appeared, and the moon rose majestically in the heavens to shine upon good men and the world so that they might gaily sing carols and hymns in praise of the nativity of Christ. The frost had grown more severe than during the day, but to make up for this, everything had become so still that crisping of the snow underfoot might be heard nearly half a west round. As yet, there was not a single group of young peasants to be seen under the windows of cottages. The moon alone peeped stealthily in at them, as inviting the maidens who were digging themselves to make haste and have run on the crisp snow. Suddenly, of the chimney of one of the cottages, volumes of smoke ascended in clouds towards the heavens, and in midst of those clouds rose on a bosom a witch.
And Chup continued a long time in the same strain, moaning and groaning, and thinking all the while what was to be done. He greatly wished to have a gossip about all sorts of nonsense and the clerk's lodgings, where, he felt quite sure, were a lady assembled the elder, the newly arrived Bassa Profondo, as well as the tar-maker Nikita, who went every fortnight to Poltava on business, and who told such funny stories what his hearers used to laugh till they were obliged to hold their belts. Chup even saw in his mind's eye the Varinuha brought for upon the table. All this was most enticing, it is true, but then the darkness of the night put him in the mind of the laziness which is so very dear to every Cossack. Would it not be well now to lie upon the oven, with his feet drawn up to his body, quietly enjoying a pipe, and listening through a delightful drowsiness to the songs and carols of the gay lads and maidens who would come in crowds under the windows?
Let us now take a glance at what Chop's beautiful daughter was about when left alone. Oksana has not yet completed her 17th year, and already all the people of Dikanka, nay, even the people beyond it, talk of nothing but her beauty. The young men are unanimous in their decision, and have proclaimed her the most beautiful girl that ever was, or even can be, in the village. Oksana knows this well, and hears everything that is said about her, and she is, of course, as capricious as a beauty knows how to be. Had she been born to wear a lady's elegant dress instead of simple peasant's petticoat and apron, she would doubtless have proved so fine a lady that no maid could have remained in her service. The lads followed her in crowds, but she used to put their patience to such trials, that they all ended by leaving her to herself, and taking up with other girls, not so spoiled as she was. The blacksmith was the only who did not desist from his love suit, but continued it, notwithstanding her ill treatment, in which he had no less share than the others.
The frost increased, and it became so cold that the devil went hopping from one hoof to the other, and blowing his fingers to warm his benumbed hands, and of course he could not feel otherwise than quite frozen. All day long he did nothing but saunter about hell, where, as everybody knows, it is by no means so cold as in our winter air, and wherewith his cap on his head, and standing before a furnace, as if really he felt as much pleasure in roasting sinners as a peasant's wife feels at frying sausage for Christmas.
At first Vokula could not help feeling afraid at rising to such a height, that he could distinguish nothing upon the earth, and at coming so near the moon that if he had not bent down, he would certainly have touched it with his cap. Yet, after a time, he recovered his presence of mind, and began to laugh at the devil. All was bright in the sky. A light silvery mist covered the transparent air. Everything was distinctly visible, and the blacksmith even noticed. How a wizard flew past him, sitting in a pot. How some stars, gathered in a group, played at blind man's buff. How a whole swarm of spirits were whirling about in the distance. How a devil, who danced in the moonbeam, seeing him riding, took off his cap and made him a bow. How there was a besom flying, on which apparently a wife had just taken a ride. They met many other things, and all, on seeing him blacksmith, stopped for a moment to look at him, and then continued their flight far away. The blacksmith went on the flight, and suddenly he saw Petersburg all in a blaze.